Good morning, friends. In today's online class, we will discuss with the topic called ionic equilibria. And in today's class, we will discuss the definition of ionic equilibria. Second, we will discuss the types of electrolyte. Third, we will discuss the concept of acid and base. And in that case, we have to discuss the four concept which is used to define the acid and base. So let us start with this topic called ionic equilibria. Now consider one example and then we'll discuss the definition of ionic equilibria. AB gives A plus and B minus. Now in this reaction, AB is a undissociated molecule, or we can say that it is a molecule, and A and B are the two components of that. And when it dissociates, it gives the A plus and B minus, or when it ionizes, it gives the A plus and B minus. Two ions are formed. But while writing this reaction, I have written the double-headed arrow. Means out of that AB, some get dissociated into the A plus and B minus, and some remain as it is in the form of undissociated molecule called AB. And the equilibrium exists between this ionized molecule and unionized. This is ionized form and this is called a unionized molecule. So equilibrium exists between these two is nothing but it is called a ionic equilibria. The equilibrium which exists between the ions and undissociated molecule, these are the ions and this is called undissociated molecule. इनके बीच में जो equilibrium रहेगा, that equilibrium is nothing but it is said to be the ionic equilibrium. So this is the definition of ionic equilibria. The next basic concept for this topic is called electrolyte. See, electrolyte. Electrolyte means the substance which when dissolved in water conducts electricity. That substance is said to be the electrolyte. अब डेफिनेशन में हमने क्या लिखा है कि that the substance when dissolved in water. अब dissolved in water means we can say that it is the aqueous solution. The substance in its aqueous solution conducts electricity, that is nothing but it is said to be the electrolyte. We know that when any substance dissolved in water, it forms the ions. And when the ions are formed, we can say that is called the ionization, or the substance get ionized. So the another definition of electrolyte is that the substance in aqueous solution which when ionized, that substance is said to be the electrolyte. यानी जब वाटर में डिजॉल्व होने के बाद अगर वो आयंस फॉर्म करेगा तो उसको उस सब्सटेंस को हम क्या बोलेंगे, दैट इज कॉल्ड अ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. Generally, all the acids, bases and salts are electrolyte in nature. The ionic substances or the electrolyte substances in aqueous solution, they also act as electrolyte, and the ionic substances in a molten state also, when they melts, it converted into the liquid form, and that liquid also act as electrolyte. So we can say that ionic substances in molten state also they act as a electrolyte. So this is about the electrolyte. Non-electrolyte means exactly opposite रहेगा. Non-electrolyte means substance when dissolved in water do not conduct electricity. यानी जब वो substance water में dissolve करेंगे, aqueous solution form करेंगे, तो वो electricity conduct नहीं करेगा, तो that is called a non-electrolyte. That substance is said to be the non-electrolyte. Again the same. When any substance dissolved in water, it forms the aqueous solution. So we can say that the substance in its aqueous solution do not ionize. वो ions form नहीं करेगा, and अगर वो ions form नहीं करेगा तो वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट नहीं करेगा. अगर वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट नहीं करेगा तो इट एक्ट एज ए नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. सो वी कैन से दैट द सब्सटेंस in its aqueous solution do not conduct electricity or do not form the ions. That substance is said to be the non-electrolyte. That is called a non-electrolyte. Now, depending upon the strength of ionization, electrolyte are formed divided into the two part. Depending upon the strength of ionization, electrolyte is divided into or classified into two forms. One is called a strong electrolyte and one is called a weak electrolyte. These are the two types of the electrolyte depending upon the strength of ionization. The substance in its aqueous solution completely ionize. अगर वो completely ionize होता है तो that substance is said to be the strong electrolyte. Generally, strong acids, strong base are the strong electrolyte. For example, when HCl is a strong acid, when dissolved in water it forms H plus and Cl minus. So completely ionized, 100% ionization takes place. All that HCl molecule get converted into the H plus and Cl minus, and that's why this is called a completely ionized. And if such ionization takes place, that substance is said to be the strong electrolyte. Another example is called the NaOH, that is called a sodium hydroxide. When it dissolved in water, it completely ionized and it forms the Na plus and OH minus ion. Again we can say that this is nothing but it is called a strong electrolyte. Again we have to remember one thing, that while writing the reaction for the strong electrolyte or equilibrium for the strong electrolyte, always we have to use the single headed arrow. सिर्फ single headed arrow यूज़ करेंगे, क्योंकि इसमें ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आयंस भी फॉर्म होंगे और सम अनडिसोसिएटेड मॉलिक्यूल रिमेन एज इट इज़. ऐसा नहीं होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? क्योंकि 100% आयोनाइजेशन है, कंप्लीटली आयोनाइज है. अगर कंप्लीटली आयोनाइज है तो दैट वी कैन से दैट इट इज़ अ स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. इसीलिए जब इसकी इक्विलिब्रियम रिएक्शन लिखेंगे तो हमको क्या मिलेगा? दैट इज कॉल्ड अ सिंगल हेडेड एरो लिखना होगा. दैट इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट एंड अ वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. ये रहेगा. इन केस ऑफ द वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट, द सब्सटेंस इन इट्स एक्वियस सॉल्यूशन डू नॉट आयोनाइज कंप्लीटली. डू नॉट आयोनाइज कंप्लीटली. अगर वो पूरा 100% आयोनाइज नहीं होगा तो वी कैन से दैट इज डू नॉट आयोनाइज कंप्लीटली. वो कंप्लीटली आयोनाइज नहीं होगा. कंप्लीटली आयोनाइज नहीं होगा मीन्स सम अमाउंट ऑफ अनडिसोसिएटेड मॉलिक्यूल रिमेन एज इट इज, एंड हेंस while writing the equilibrium reaction for the non-electrolyte or weak electrolyte, for example weak electrolyte, we have to use the double-headed arrow. See, all the weak acids, weak bases are the weak electrolyte in nature. For example, the CH3COOH, this is called the acidic acid. It is weak in nature. When it dissolved in water, it gives the CH3CO minus and plus H plus. See, this is called a double-headed arrow, means some amount of that molecule get converted into the ions but some remain as it is, and hence this is the equilibrium exists between the ions and undissociated molecule. This is the case of electrolyte, weak electrolyte, and hence in this topic we have to discuss in detail about this weak electrolyte के बारे में हमको डिस्कस करना है. सो दिस इज द क्लासिफिकेशन फॉर द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. दे आर मेनली क्लासिफाइड इनटू स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट एंड अ वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. नेक्स्ट पार्ट जो हमको डिस्कस करना है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन. वंस वी आर डिस्कस द डिसोसिएशन, देन विल डिस्कस अबाउट द डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन. So next part is called the degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation is represented by alpha, and see the first we'll write the mathematical portion and then formula लिखेंगे, उसके बाद उसका definition discuss करेंगे. alpha is equals to number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles. This is the formula. Number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles present. So we can say that degree of dissociation is the ratio of number of moles dissociated to the total number of moles present in an electrolyte. That is nothing but it is called a degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation is represented by the alpha. Now see here, percentage dissociation. If we have to calculate the percentage dissociation, तो we have to multiply it by the alpha with 100. 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा. और अगर अल्फा से परसेंटेज डिसोसिएशन कैलकुलेट करना होगा तो 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. एंड इफ यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट अल्फा फ्रॉम द परसेंटेज डिसोसिएशन, देन यू हैव टू डिवाइड द वैल्यू बाय द 100, देन वी गेट वैल्यू ऑफ अल्फा. अब हमारे पास दो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट है, स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट एंड वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट के लिए अल्फा की वैल्यू क्या होगी हम देखेंगे. What is the formula for alpha? Alpha is the number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles present. This is the formula. अब स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में क्या होता है, जब वो सब्सटेंस कंप्लीटली डिसोसिएट होता है, यानी 100% डिसोसिएट रहेगा. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर किसी मॉलिक्यूल में, फॉर एग्जांपल वी कैन से दैट 100 मॉलिक्यूल्स है, 100 नंबर ऑफ मोल्स है, और वो स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट होने के कारण क्या होगा, एट इक्विलिब्रियम टोटल 100 मॉलिक्यूल गेट डिसोसिएटेड. यानी न्यूमरेटर की वैल्यू 100, डिनोमिनेटर की वैल्यू 100, क्योंकि 100 प्रेजेंट है, 100 डिसोसिएट हो गया. क्यों 100 डिसोसिएट हो गया? बिकॉज it is a strong electrolyte, and that's why the value of alpha for the strong electrolyte is always equals to 1 or unity. It is said to be the 1 or unity. For the strong electrolyte, the value of alpha is always equals to 1. But if it is a case of weak electrolyte, अगर weak electrolyte की बात रहेगी तो क्या होगा, 100% डिसोसिएशन नहीं होगा, क्योंकि weak electrolyte में क्या होता है कि ओनली सम मॉलिक्यूल गेट डिसोसिएटेड, नॉट कंप्लीटली आयनाइजेशन टेक्स प्लेस. एंड हेंस अगर हमने 100 लिया तो उसमें से 80 हो सकते हैं, 50 हो सकते हैं, बट नॉट 100. इसीलिए द वैल्यू ऑफ अल्फा इज ऑलवेज लेस देन 1. हमेशा 1 से उसकी वैल्यू कम आएगी. क्यों आएगी कम? बिकॉज इट इज अ वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट, नॉट कंप्लीटली डिसोसिएटेड. सो दिस इज द डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन which is denoted by the letter called the alpha. Next हमको डिस्कस करना है the concept of acid and base. एसिड बेस कंसेप्ट फर्स्ट हमको यहाँ डिस्कस करना है, जो टेक्स्ट बुक में दिया नहीं लेकिन हम इसको कंसिडर करेंगे. सो फर्स्ट विल डिस्कस द क्लासिकल कंसेप्ट. सेकंड वी टू डिस्कस द Arrhenius theory of acid and base. Third, we have to discuss the Lowry and Bronsted theory of acid and base, and last we have to discuss the Lewis concept. So these are the four concepts we have to discuss with acid and base. So let us start with this classical concept. In classical concept, first we'll discuss about the acid and then we'll discuss about the base. In every concept we have to discuss the definition of acid and base, and in some cases we have to discuss the definition of neutralization also. Now in case of the acid and base, in case of the classical concept, the substance which follows these properties or which contains this property that are said to be the acid. First property is that it turns blue litmus paper to red. This is the first property. It is sour to taste and it neutralizes base. If this substance satisfies this property, then we can say that that substance according to the classical concept is said to be the acid. And exactly opposite रहेगा, when the substance when the the red litmus paper turns blue or which is bitter to taste, and third it neutralizes acid. If the substance satisfies this property, then it is said to be the base. So this is the classical concept. According to this concept, we have to discuss the definition of neutralization. What is the definition of neutralization? When any acid reacts with any base to form the salt and water is nothing but it is called a neutralization. The reaction in which any acid reacts with any base to form the salt and water is called a neutralization. We'll discuss the one example, HCl NaOH, acid and base. It forms the NaCl salt and H2O. So this reaction is nothing but it is called a neutralization. It is called a neutralization. So this is a classical concept. Second concept जो हमको discuss करना है, that is called Arrhenius theory. Arrhenius theory. Arrhenius theory is related to the theory of ionization. According to the ionization, we can define the acid and base. See, the first called the acid. According to this theory, the substance which when dissolved in water gives the hydrogen ion concentration. H plus ion अगर वो देगा when dissolved in water, that substance is said to be the acid. This is the concept according to the Arrhenius theory. That acid is that substance which when dissolved in water, it gives the H plus ion, that is called the acid. For example, HCl when dissolved in water, it gives the H plus and Cl minus. H2SO4 when dissolved in water, it gives the twice H plus SO4 2 minus. So in both the cases we get the H plus ion, that's why these are said to be the acid. This is the Arrhenius theory. Next, that is called a base. According to this theory, the substance which when dissolved in water gives the hydroxyl ion concentration or OH minus ion concentration. जब ये वाटर में डिजॉल्व होगा, अगर ये आपको OH minus ion देगा, तो we can say that it is a base. For example, NaOH when dissolved in water gives Na plus and OH minus ion, and the NH4OH when dissolved in water, it gives the NH4 plus OH minus ion. In both the cases we get the OH minus ion, hence these are said to be the base. अब हमको डिफाइन करना है न्यूट्रलाइजेशन रिएक्शन अकॉर्डिंग टू द Arrhenius theory. अब क्लासिकल कंसेप्ट क्या बोलता है कि व्हेन एनी एसिड reacts with any base to form the salt and water is nothing but it is said to be the neutralization. Arrhenius theory क्या बोलता है कि when this HCl dissolved in water, it gives the H plus and Cl minus ion. NaOH when dissolved in water, it gives the Na plus and OH minus ion. And why these ions are formed? Because these are the strong electrolyte in nature. When NaCl is a acid, a salt, and when dissolved in water, it gives the Na plus and Cl minus ion. But water, when dissolved in water, remain as an undissociated molecule, so it remain as a H2O. So this is the ionic form of this above equation. यानी ये रिएक्शन को हमने आयोनिक फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट किया है टू डिफाइन दैट न्यूट्रलाइजेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू द Arrhenius theory. देन कैंसल द कॉमन टर्म्स ऑन आइदर साइड. कौन से टर्म्स कॉमन है? HCl माइनस इज अ कॉमन, Na प्लस इज अ कॉमन, एंड व्हाट इज रिमेनिंग, क्या रहेगा इसमें? द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में H प्लस OH minus and gives the H2O. So this portion is remaining from the above two equations. Now see here, H plus, according to this theory, H plus is a part of acid, OH minus is a part of base, and this is called the undissociated water molecule. It is said to be the undissociated water molecule. Hence, according to the Arrhenius theory, the definition of neutralization is that the H plus, when H plus ion from the acid reacts with OH minus ion from the base to form the undissociated water molecule, is said to be the neutralization reaction. So this is the definition. H plus ion from the acid reacts with OH minus ion from the base to form undissociated water molecule is said to be the neutralization reaction according to the Arrhenius theory. Next we have to discuss, that is called the third concept, that is Lowry and Bronsted concept. This concept based on theory of protonation. According to this theory, acid is that substance which donate the proton. अब प्रोटॉन अगर डोनेट करेगा मीन्स प्रोटॉन मीन्स कॉल्ड H plus. The substance which donate the proton to the other substance is said to be the acid according to Lowry Bronsted concept. बेस यानी क्या होगा? The substance which accept the proton, that is called H plus. जो एक्सेप्ट करेगा H plus उसको हम बेस बोलेंगे. जो प्रोटॉन डोनेट करेगा, दैट इज H plus डोनेट करेगा, उसको हम एसिड बोलेंगे. दिस इज द लॉरी ब्रॉन्स्टेड कंसेप्ट. एक एग्जांपल लेंगे हम. HCl plus NH3 gives NH4 plus and plus Cl minus. This is the reaction. HCl plus NH3 gives NH4 plus and Cl minus. Now see, HCl, the second part of HCl is a Cl minus. HCl is converted into the Cl minus and NH3 is converted into the NH4 plus. Now see, how that HCl is converted into the Cl minus? By donating this H plus, that is proton. Yani we can say that according to this concept, HCl is act as a acid because it donate a proton and get converted into the Cl minus. अब ये जो प्रोटॉन डोनेट करेगा HCl, उसको कौन एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है? बिकॉज NH3 इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू द NH4 प्लस. एंड हाउ दैट NH3 इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू NH4 प्लस? बाय एक्सेप्टिंग द प्रोटॉन. हेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस कंसेप्ट, द अमोनिया act as a base. So HCl act as a acid, NH3 act as a base. Hence we can say that this is called a acid and base according to this concept. अगर यही रिएक्शन को अगर रिवर्स करेंगे, यहाँ देखेंगे हम, यही रिएक्शन को अगर रिवर्स लिखेंगे तो उनकी सबकी जो बिहेवियर है वो चेंज होगा. NH4 प्लस प्लस Cl माइनस गिव्स NH3 प्लस HCl. अब Cl माइनस का कॉम्बिनेशन HCl के साथ रहेगा, NH4 प्लस का कॉम्बिनेशन NH3 के साथ रहेगा. हाउ दैट NH4 plus is converted into the NH3? By donating a proton, and that's why now it acts as an acid. And how Cl minus is converted into HCl? By accepting the proton, hence it acts as a base. यानी डायरेक्शन अगर रिएक्शन का चेंज हुआ तो उनका नेचर भी चेंज होता है. नाउ कंसिडर दिस रिएक्शन. जैसे इसमें हम लिख सकते हैं HCl and Cl minus and NH3 and this NH4 plus. These are the pairs of acid and base. अब ये देखो, the pair of acid and base which differ only of a proton, यानी दोनों में किसका फर्क है? सिर्फ प्रोटॉन का. इसमें HCl है, इसमें H है, इसमें नहीं है. इसमें NH3 में 3 हाइड्रोजन है, 3 प्रोटॉन है, यहाँ एक ही है, यहाँ 4 है, यानी एक हाइड्रोजन का या एक प्रोटॉन का फर्क है. द पेयर ऑफ एसिड एंड बेस विच डिफर ओनली बाय अ प्रोटॉन, दैट आर कॉल्ड conjugated acid base pair, that are called a conjugated acid base pair. So HCl and Cl are known as a conjugated acid base pair. NH3 and NH4 plus are again known as a conjugated acid base pair. So this is nothing but it is called a Lowry-Bronsted concept of acid and base, and this depends upon the theory of protonation. The last concept is called the Lewis concept, and it depends upon the theory of lone pair of electron. Now see here, according to this concept, acid is that substance which accept the lone pair of electron. जो लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन को एक्सेप्ट करेगा उसको हम एसिड बोलेंगे, एंड द बेस विच डोनेट द लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इज सेड टू बी द बेस. ठीक है, ये रहेगा. सो लोन पेयर एक्सेप्टर इज कॉल्ड एसिड एंड लोन पेयर डोनर इज कॉल्ड अ बेस. अब हम एग्जांपल देखेंगे. NH3 plus H4 gives NH4 plus. Yeah, the same reaction can be written like this. NH3 plus H4 gives, these are the 3 hydrogen and this is the 4th hydrogen, and now it contains the plus. This is the reaction. Now see here, अब इसमें क्या होता है? This nitrogen, what is the atomic number of nitrogen? 7. 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. These are called this is called the electronic configuration of nitrogen, and in outermost shell it contains the 5 electron. Out of that, these 3 electrons are the unpaired and 2 electron, that this is called a pair of electron. According to the VBT, only the valence electrons take part in a bond formation, or in other words we can say that according to the VBT, only the unpaired electron of valence electron or valence shell, जो unpaired electron है valence shell में, last shell में, वही क्या होंगे? They are used to form the covalent bond by sharing the electron, and the pair of electron which is present in the valence shell but do not use for the bond formation, that unused pair of electron is said to be the lone pair of electron. That is called a lone pair of electron. So in case of the nitrogen, we can say that we can write like this. See, जो 3 हाइड्रोजन हैं वो 3 जो अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन है, that 3 unpaired electron form the bond with the 3 hydrogen, and this is a simple covalent bond. It is formed by the sharing of electrons, but nitrogen contains this extra lone pair of electron, and when it combines with this H plus contains no electron, and hence, but as it contains, though it contains no electron, but bond is formed between nitrogen and hydrogen. Now see how that bond is formed. So this is the hydrogen, this is nitrogen, and these are the 3 hydrogen, this simple bond. To form the bond between this nitrogen and hydrogen, nitrogen donates or use this lone pair of electron, or it donates this lone pair of electron towards the hydrogen, and the bond is formed. This bond is nothing but is called a coordinate bond. That bond is called a coordinate bond. ये coordinate bond है, and this coordinate bond is always represented by showing the arrow at the center of the bond from donor atom to the acceptor atom, because lone pair of electron is donated by the nitrogen and accepted by the hydrogen, so arrow is from nitrogen to hydrogen. Now here nitrogen donates the lone pair of electron towards the hydrogen, hydrogen accept it. According to the Lewis concept, ammonia act as a base because it donates the lone pair of electron, and hydrogen act as an acid because it accepts the lone pair of electron. So according to this concept, the lone pair acceptor is called acid and lone pair donor is called a base. These are called the concept of acid and base. We have discussed the 4 concept of acid and base, and the next part we'll discuss in the next online class or the video. Thank you.